exclusive. It's called Grave Diggers.
Grave Diggers.
It's not based on any particular people, but it is based on reality.
Hold that right there.
We forgot something, Terry said. Not for the first time. I know we did. Wade, who was taking his turn in the hole, told him to shut up about it already. If you ain't remembered it by now, it probably ain't worth having. Seems important, though. Not as important as getting me another beer. Terry went to the cooler and tossed Wade another can of Rolling Rock. He switched places with Wade, climbing into the hole with a fresh beer and a shovel. Wade sat on the edge of the grave while Terry spaded the earth. "Who'd you say this is for?" Wade asked. "I think you told me, but I'm a few beers in." "I don't know his name," Terry admitted, "but I'll know when I catch the son of a bitch." "What'd he do?" "He's balling my wife." "Well, now, there you go," Wade said, draining half of the green can with a few gulps. Some of it foamed up on his chin, leaving a muddy trail down his face. "That's a reason to dig a man's grave right there. Dipping his nuggets in your sauce. I'd kill the prick, too. Don't talk about my wife that way. Give me another beer, my hands hurt." Wade got another beer for Terry and another for himself, then joined him in the damp hole. "Move over," he said. "No sense in this taking all night." They dug a while. Cans were emptied and crushed. Blisters began forming on their palms. "Shit," Terry finally said. "Gloves. I forgot the damn gloves." "No big deal," said Wade. "We'll be done soon enough." "How deep does this need to be?" It was nearly midnight and Wade had a job to go to in the morning. "Deep enough they'll never find the bastard," Terry said, bringing 4 more Rolling Rocks with him. He dropped down into the hole. It was up to his chest now, and was careful to hold the cans close. The case was over half gone. "This is what, 4 feet deep? 4.5? This far out nobody's ever going to find him." "What are you, stupid? I want to make sure nobody ever finds him. Damn cops will find him inside a week we leave him this shallow." "Listen, Terry, this ground is hard as shit. I keep banging on it, I'm going to break the damn shovel." "It ain't your damn shovel to break," Terry said. "We got a spare if we need it." "How close to China are you looking to bury him?" "This Hell's Angel I used to know said if you bury him deep enough, throw some lime on there and cover him with crickcrete, cops won't never find him." Wade stopped digging. "When did you ever know a Hell's Angel?" "A couple of years ago." "I've known you your whole damn life. When?" "Well, I didn't exactly know him myself, personally," Terry said. "My sister kind of knew this girl at work who used to date one, and she told her about it." "For that you got me out here digging?" "I bought you the beer. You drank half of it. And the pizza. It was frozen," Wade said. "You cooked it in my oven. Shit, it ain't even my wife that got porked by some stranger." "Look, I can't dig it all by myself. I thought you'd understand, being my best friend and all." "Oh, shit," Wade said. He went back to trying to pound through the hard ground. "Guess you'd do the same for me." After a while, their muscles lubricated with beer, they managed to break through the hard ground. The digging got easier. "Next 4 feet should go fast," Terry said. "We'll be in bed before you know it." When the grave was shoulder deep, the blisters started bursting. There were only 2 beers left and 3 feet left to go. "You sure it has to be 8 feet? 6 is normal. You got to figure this asshole's a foot thick, and we want to put the quick read on him. That's another foot. 6 and 1 and 1 is 8. "Well, shit, Terry, it ain't like you got him stashed in the cooler. Why we got to dig it tonight?" "I want to have it dug before I kill him. That way I can just dump him right in." "When's that going to be?" "As soon as I catch him in the act." "And you know who it is?" "I seen him staring at Jolene's ass." "Well, fuck me, Terry. I stare at Jolene's ass." Terry threw down his shovel. "What the hell you mean you stare at her ass?" "It's a compliment, dumbass. Your wife has a nice ass. When you ain't looking, sometimes I take a nice long gander at it. Maybe I'll have to dig 2 graves, Terry said. Oh, don't even start that shit, Wade said. Brandy told me all about you accidentally walking in on her when she was changing out of her bikini. Said you apologized real good, right to her tits. That was a damn accident. It ain't no accident you staring right at her tits every other second you got the chance. Well, maybe you'll have to dig another grave on your own then. Maybe I will. They picked up their shovels, dug in silence. The hole got wider as they tried to dig away from each other.
Dang.
The beer was gone. They had no food with them. It was later than either of them had stayed up in at least 10 years. The silent treatment ended when they hit the next patch of stone-hard ground. It started with grunts, moved on to curses. Then they were cursing to outdo each other. Fucking hairy gopher snatch, Wade said. Eat 1.5 miles of my wet shit, Terry said. They doubled over, laughing at each other's foul words. They were drunker than they remembered. It took several tries to start pounding the ground again. They'd start trying to dig, then catch a glimpse at each other and start laughing again. What about this, Wade finally said. Is this deep enough? It was just over their heads. We ought to go a little deeper. This ground ain't budging and my hands are raw as pig shit. Not too much further, I promise. They banged some more on the ground, eventually moving back and forth in shifts. I got some post hole diggers, Terry said. It took him a long time to get out of the hole. Wade relieved himself on the solid ground. A puddle formed at his feet. "Aw, fuck, man, what the hell are you doing?" "I had to go." "We're going to have to pound that now, you stupid bastard. Maybe it'll soften the ground and cover us in your beer piss. Like you ain't never pissed yourself. I ain't never pissed on you. Just think of it as me spilling some beer and water on you." Terry slid down into the hole. He twisted his ankle when he did and dropped the post hole diggers in the puddle of piss. It splashed on both of them. "Well, that settles it," Wade said. "Can we start digging now?" The light of dawn was rising. They could hear chirping birds singing the day's first song. They were hungry and hungover. The shovels were keeping them propped up as much as they were flinging dirt out of the deepening hole. They stunk of beer-tinged sweat and their own drunken piss. Neither of them had left the grave in hours. It was all they could manage to hold their eyes open. Their bodies continued out of muscle memory. "I'm thirsty," Terry said. "Me too," Wade said. He had been seconds away from passing out when Terry spoke. "Deep enough? Fuck it, jail would be better than this." They looked up at the top of the hole. The ground was well above their reach. "Maybe I can stand on your shoulders," Wade said. "Not with my busted ankle. I can barely stand." "Then you get on my shoulders." "I don't think I can." "God damn it," Wade said. "Why didn't you bring a ladder?" "I did. That was the first thing I packed up." "Well, where the fuck is it?" "It's in the truck." There was no point in finishing. They stood staring at each other, neither able to talk. They sunk to the ground, too tired to go on. "We can dig toward the truck," Terry said. "Do it at an angle so we can just walk out of here." "No, stupid ass," Wade said. "Where do you think that dirt will go?" "In here with us." Terry hung his head. "Besides, my hands are bleeding too hard to dig anymore. Don't tell me you're any better off." Terry sighed. "We're fucked, ain't we?" "You picked a good spot for a grave, Ter." Nothing was said for a while. At the exact same moment, they both said, "I'm thirsty." "Well, shit, boy, there's only one thing we can do to fix it," Wade said. "What's that?" "Turn this from a grave into a well. Trees get plenty of water. Digging got us into this mess. Let's just dig our way out." To Terry, it seemed the perfect solution to their problem. They picked up their shovels and began anew.
Yeah. All right. Fuck yeah.